To start, you're going to do a little slip knot, but it has to be loose so that you can pull the thread through. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my crochet hook and go through the slip knot, and then I'm just going to yarn over and pull through continuously. And that way we have 3 strands to work with. And that's how you make a chunky yarn. So that's how you turn your normal yarn into chunky yarn. And I'll just show you that one more time here. So again, start with a loose slip knot. And then put your crochet hook through. Yarn over as if you're making a chain, but just continue pulling through that loop to make 3 strands of the yarn. And to start the pattern, we're just going to do another slip knot. So this is a slip knot with all 3 strands. And we're going to be crocheting with these 3 strands. So put your hook through. And we're going to begin chaining. So we're going to do a total chain of 38. And we're going to just keep crocheting. And I will show you how to continue making chunky yarn and the 3 strands. So count your chains slowly and go up the yarn. And what you'll notice is that at the end of that, you'll have this little loop piece here. And you're just going to simply pull through with the other end of the yarn. And then you just keep pulling your yarn up until you make 3. And that's how you continue to make it a chunky yarn. So keep chaining. And for the rest of the pattern, that's how you'll continue to make chunky yarn from your normal size yarn, which is just pulling through the loop end here. So whenever you come to a loop, just pull through like this, and then you keep pulling as long as you want to make 3 strands. And now I'm going to show you how I mix the colors and also change them for this pattern. So basically just grab your other color, the beginning of the strand, and then you can just loop it through the end loop like this. And then you simply just continue chaining until you get to the loose tail end of the different color. And then I'll show you how I add on another color or continue the same color from that. So you can see here in the chain, it's already started to change colors and it looks so pretty. And so when you get to this loose end, what I do is I just grab another piece of my other color, the first color, or any color you like really, and just tie them together with a really tight knot. And then there you have it. Then you just keep crocheting with these 3 strands. And if you ever want to change color, you could just cut off an end and then tie the second color to it. But basically the concept is you always want to be crocheting with 3 strands of yarn. So for me, I've been playing around with this white and these 2 shades of blue to make this kind of tri-colored bag, but you can do any color you like. Yeah, so here again I have another end, and so I'm just going to keep on tying it together. So go ahead and make your chain of 38, and I will see you when we're starting our first row. And for our first row, we're just going to do some half double crochet. So yarn over, pull through, and yarn over, pull through all 3 chains on your hook. And I'll show you properly. So yarn over once, go through the chain, yarn over, pull through another. So you should have 3 chains on your hook, and then yarn over and pull through all 3. And that's how to make a half double crochet. Again, yarn over once, go through the chain, yarn over, pull through. So you have 3 on your hook, and then yarn over, pull through all 3. And that's how you do a half double crochet, which is just what we're going to do for this whole bag, is just half double crochets with this chunky yarn. So continue down the chain until you made 38 half double crochets. And once you reach the end of the chain, you're going to do 2 half double crochets in the same chain space. So yarn over, go through the chain, and then yarn over, pull through all 3. So you should have 2 double crochets in your last chain space. And what we're going to do now, we're just going to turn our work over. We're going to do a half double crochet directly above the second last half double crochet, which is here. And then we're going to continue half double crocheting all the way to the start of the chain. So yeah, and you're going to do that in these spaces right above the half double crochets of the other side. So I will see you when we get to the start of the row again. And so basically you should have like a little curve here, and we're just going to half double crochet all the way back to the start of the chain. And now we're reaching the end of the row, so back to where the first chain started, and we're going to do some final half double crochets to the very end. So I'll show you this right here. So we will do one last half double crochet in this row, and now we're going to slip stitch it to the start of the row. So insert your hook here at this little gap between the first half double crochet and the first chain. So right here we're going to just do a slip stitch. So this is counted as our first row where we half double crocheted on both sides of the chain. And to continue, we're just going to keep half double crocheting round and round and round. So to start the next row, we're going to chain 1 and then half double crochet in every stitch of the row until we get to the end. So we're going to continue doing that, and as you do that, if you come on any ends or you want to change colors, you can just cut off one strand and then tie a knot for the other color. But yeah, that's how it goes, and we're just going to keep half double crocheting until the end of the row, and you slip stitch into the chain 1 space right here. So we're going to slip stitch, and then to begin the next row we just chain 1. So it's chain 1, half double crochet in every stitch, and then slip stitch. So I'm going to show you at the end of the row, this should be the space that you're slip stitching into. And for me, I'm going to do a total of 10 rows of half double crochets. And for row 11, you're going to start like normal, and then halfway through the row, you're going to do 1 decrease stitch. So you're going to insert your hook into 1 chain space, yarn over, and then go into the next chain space and yarn over. And then you'll have 3 chains on your hook. And then you're going to yarn over and pull through all 3, so that is counted as the decrease stitch. And then continue half double crocheting like normal for the rest of the rows and make a total of 18 and slip stitch at the end of the row 18. So now we'll start our strap, which is going to be 3 slip stitches continuing from row 18, 2, 3, and now we're going to chain 2. Turn your work around and then yarn over and insert your hook into the chain space, and we're going to be doing double crochet, so yarn over, pull through 2, and then yarn over 1 more time and pull through 2. So we're going to do it 5 more times to make 6 double crochets, and that will be the pattern for the strap. So again, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, and pull through 2. So for the strap, you should have the chain 2 plus the 6 double crochets, and then for the next row you're going to do chain 2, flip your work around, and continue with making 6 double crochets. And you need to make sure you double crochet into this chain space here, and so it will be a total of 7 stitches for the strap. And you should be going into this space here of the double crochet for the end of the row, for your last double crochet. So for every row it's chain 2 and then 6 double crochets, turn your work, chain 2, and repeat for as long as you want the strap to be. I did a total of 30 rows, but you can also make it longer if you like. And I slip stitched it to the other side of the bag, and I like the length. So now we're going to be doing single crochets to clean up the ends a little bit. So grab your yarn or make your yarn, and with a slip knot we're just going to insert our hook into it. And we're going to go right into this little corner here. I will show you in a bit. So this little corner underneath the double crochet. So insert the slip knot onto your hook. And then we're going to chain 1. And then we're just going to do single crochet. So yarn over, pull through. Go into the edge of the strap and yarn over, pull through. Oops, sorry. Going to go into this edge bit here. Sometimes you gotta wiggle your hook, and then you will yarn over and then yarn over, pull through 2. So again, yarn through and then yarn over, pull through 2. So single crochet all the way around the strap, and then repeat it for the other side. And you're practically done. All you have to do now is weave in your ends and cut off all the scrap yarn. But otherwise, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I love to see the colors you guys make and how your bags turn out. Please tag me on Instagram and subscribe for more.